Okay, so we've got Andy's insignia in the garage today. The rear tyres are out of shape, and we've just put the gauges on the rear of the vehicle to find out why. We've got a nice mount to the wheel in 3 places. So the reading on this side is actually the reading from the other wheel. So the reading we've got this side, let's try and zoom in on that, it's just over the 3. So we've got 3 in the positive there. And on the body, always take a measurement from the body on the rear of the car, because the body doesn't move. Bang on 22 there. Let's go around the other side. So on this side, remember the reading on this side, which is the passenger side, it's actually the reading from the driver's side. So there we've got minus just under the 1, just over the half really. Just over the 1, just under over the half, just under the 1. And on the body, in exactly the same place, we've only got 21.5. Remember the other side we had 22. So it's looking like that most of the adjustment is needed on the driver's side. So what I'll do, I'll adjust it up and we'll see what we've got. So we've made adjustments to this. What we've ended up with, as you can see, using the centre line of the door and the sill, is bang on there. See if we can get it focused a bit. There we go. Got the laser just under the 21.5 on the body. And on here, we're just over the 2, fat side of the 2. Let's go around here. Let's get it on there. Again, we're using the sill, the line for the sill. And as you can see on there, we've got it just on the fat side of the 21.5 again. So, and our reading here now, as you can see, is just under the 3. So we now know that our rear wheel going down the side of this car is level with the other rear wheel against the side of the car. So both rear wheels now are travelling in the same direction. And we're left on the rear tracking. We're left for a setting of 1 degree toe in over 2 wheels. So I'm going to tighten that up. Another quick road test just to settle it in, and then we're going to adjust the fronts to then match the rears, because even though we've done no work at the front of the car would have been tracked up to the rear of the car, and now we've adjusted the rear of the car, we now just need to set up the front of the car. So we'll do that next. Okay, so this is the adjustment on the driver's side. As you can see, it doesn't actually look like it's adjusted a lot, but believe me, that little bit of movement there equates to quite a lot when it comes to tracking down the length of the vehicle. So that's the driver's side. And again on the top one, I knew the near side didn't need as much adjusted anyway. I could tell that from the gauges, but just a slight adjustment on the near side needed. And what that does is, obviously, it's a cam adjusted bolt, so this washer here is eccentric. So there's more of it at the top than the bottom, and it locates on these 2 guides here, and as you turn the bolt, it'll adjust this arm in or outwards, and that'll adjust obviously the wheel in or out and adjust the track of the wheel. So now we know from our measurements that all the wheel set of rear are going within their tolerance to the front wheel, and what's most important is they're actually both now evenly adjusted to the body of the car, because you can obviously get the rear of a car set up so the track's right, but it doesn't mean it's right to the body. It just means the distance between both rear wheels are right. And a lot of people forget that. They think that the setting up the back of a car is the same as the front, and it's absolutely nothing like it. So okay, so we'll get it back down now, and we'll get it set up for do the 4-wheel alignment on the front. Right, so we've got Andy's steering wheel nice and straight and locked off. This time we've got the rear flags on the rear wheels, because we know the rear wheels are true because we've just set them up. We've got the gauges on the front. This is driver's side front, and we've got towing in there of just under 5 towing in. And on this side we've got towing out of just over 2. On the back flag we've got the top line there just under the 5. Go around the other side. And top line of this one is the wrong side of the 3. So as we know now, we know the back wheels are true. So now we've got to do is set the front wheels in line with the rear wheels evenly, and then adjust it so that we get the correct gap between the distance of the front edge of the wheels. On this vehicle it's parallel to just slightly toe out, and at the moment we're towing in. So the green is in, the red is out, and as you can see, even if we've got 5 there and take away 2, we're still towing in by 2. Well, 3 actually, aren't we? We're towing in by 3. We should be parallel to tow out. So regardless of adjusting the back of the wheels, the front toe of this car, tracking of the car, was out anyway. So let's adjust it up and then we'll take another one. Well, we've finished adjusting this up. We've ended up with just on the outside of 2, it's on the passenger side rear. At the front here we've got just under 2.5 in the positive. We've got just over the 2 in the negative, and if you take that away from each other we are just slightly towing out. And on the rear, let's get out the laser, we are just slightly over the 2. So the whole car is now set square. Done.